Golf is a game that a person can play for their whole life. Sports such as basketball, football, and baseball can only be played for so long until a person physically can't perform at a high level. I have played golf for 10 to 12 years now, and I know a number of individuals who can perform at a high level in their late 60s and early 70s. Golf is a game that can help you in the business world and can be a fun activity with friends and family. Learning how to play golf in general is a skill that most people should learn, but the most important aspect of golf is putting. Putting is how a person scores during a round, can help save a score if they aren't hitting the ball very well. I've been playing golf for a decade or so, and I've had a lot of putting lessons from different professionals, and I've spent countless hours practicing my stroke. I know the basics on how to make a good, proper stroke and help save shots during a round of golf. Some people may think that golf is boring and not as fun as other sports, but those people may not understand the connections that a person can make playing golf. I've met a lot of good friends and potential employers playing golf. I encourage everyone to learn how to play and, more importantly, learn how to become a great putter because it can make the game a lot more enjoyable and entertaining. An individual should learn how to have the correct stance, the correct grip while putting, and how to make the best possible stroke with the putter. The first aspect of learning how to become a good putter is the stance. In order to putt well, a person has to have the correct stance. The length of the putter should be right about waist high or a little bit shorter. It's just basically based on preference. Your feet should be about shoulder width apart, and it's a good thing to have a slight knee bend and get into an athletic stance, like such, right here. And then the second aspect of the stance is the ball position. The ball position should either be just right and directly in the middle of your stance or just a little towards your front foot. Ball position is critical because it can throw off direction and also it can throw off contact when the putter strikes the ball. Stance is extremely important while putting, but a player's grip on the putter is just as important. The grip on the putter is critical because it can help make a better stroke, and more importantly, it helps a player feel comfortable. I'm going to give 4 different grips that a player can use, and hopefully one will feel comfortable. The first grip is the 10 finger. The 10 finger is basically just all fingers straight up and down on the club, no gripping or anything, and both thumbs pointed down the shaft. The second grip is overlap. The overlap is when you put your right pinky finger over the top of your left index finger, or vice versa if you're a left-handed putter. The next 2 grips, the first one is interlock. An interlock is when a player interlocks their right pinky finger and their left index finger. Again, vice versa if you're left-handed. And the last grip, and the grip that I use, is the reverse overlap. And it's just the exact opposite of the overlap grip. You overlap your left index finger over the top of your right pinky finger. I use this one. It makes me feel more comfortable, and like I said before, it's just basically based on preference, and it can help you. It helps while putting. And the third and last part of putting is developing a good putting stroke, and this can help with controlling the speed of their ball, hit the line they want to. Eventually, it can make more putts. First off, with making a good stroke, your hand position. Your hands should be slightly pressed forward a little, so you feel like the grip of the club is past the head of the club, and this should help with good contact on the ball and having a pure roll on the ball. And without correct hand position, a person will not be able to be as consistent putting. The second part is the putter should act as a pendulum. There should be no wrist bend within your stroke. So you should rock the shoulders back and forth. Also, the length of the stroke should be the same back and through. It shouldn't be long back or short back and long through or short through. It should be the same distance. So if I was going to go from my right foot to my left foot, that should be how the stroke is. And this just basically helps with consistency with speed and possibly direction. So just restating, practicing and learning the basics of putting and then developing all aspects of putting can make the game fun and help a player improve their scores. Golf has helped me prepare for life and has taught me many life lessons that I will carry with me into the future, and I encourage everyone to learn how to play.